Hi everybody. اتكلمنا في الفيديو اللي فات how to talk about yourself وارجو انكم تكونوا عملتوا ده بشكل عملي، انك انت عملت دايلوج بين واحد صاحبك ان انت how to talk about yourself to ask him about what's your name, how old are you, where are you from, what's your job and what are you good at. Okay. لو التزمنا باللي انا بقول عليه ده ان شاء الله في الثلاث شهور زي ما وعدتكم ان شاء الله هنتكلم انجليزي بشكل جيد. النهارده في الفيديو ده ان شاء الله we're going to talk about how to talk about your family. First of all, if you want to talk about your family, you have to learn some vocabulary and expressions which is very important, okay? لازم نتعلم مفردات معينة اللي هي متعلقة بالفاميلي, okay? فهنتعلم useful expressions, okay, about your family, okay? أول حاجة نتعلمها father and mother. Father and mother. We can say father and mother and we can say parents. Instead of saying my father and my mother, I can say my parents. My parents, okay? Instead of saying brothers and sisters, we can say siblings. We can say siblings. So, what is siblings? What are siblings? Siblings are brothers and sisters from the same father and the same mother اللي احنا بنقول عليهم اخوات شقايق. شقايق. طب افرض ما كانوش اخوات شقايق، هي مش موجوده على السلايدز بس انا معلومه جت في بالي كده وانا بتكلم معاكم، افرض ما كانوش شقايق، فبقول half brother or half sister. half brother يعني اخويا بس من ناحيه الاب بس او من ناحيه الام بس، وhalf sister يعني اختي من ناحيه الاب بس او من ناحيه الام. طب لو كان the same father and the same mother بقول عليهم siblings, okay? نيجي نتكلم بعد كده sons and daughters. We can say sons and daughters. British people say children. Okay? British people say children but American people say kids. فلو سمعت كلمة children أو سمعت كلمة kids الاثنين بمعنى الأبناء. Okay? Let's talk about grandfather and grandmother. Grandfathers and grandmother. احنا قلنا fathers و mothers بنقول عليهم parents. يبقى طبيعي ال grandfathers and the grandmothers we're going to say grandparents. Again, grandparents. Okay? After that, grandsons and the granddaughters, we call them grandchildren. Grandchildren. Okay, do you know the meaning of the word niece? Okay, niece is a word for a female. تتقال على البنت. أي بنت بقى؟ The daughter of your son, the daughter of your brother or your sister. يعني اللي أنا بالنسبة لي لو أنا أخويا متجوز وعنده بنوتة she is my niece. ولو اختي متجوزه وعندها بنوته يبقى she is my niece, okay? But for the boy we call him nephew. Nephew is the son of my brother or the son of my sister. We call him nephew. So again, niece for a girl and nephew for a boy. Niece بنت اخويا او بنت اختي. Nephew ابن اخويا او ابن اختي. Okay? طيب هنا if I want to talk about my family sometimes ممكن يحصل في صورة dialogue. If you are going to have a dialogue talking about my family هنتعلم ازاي نعمل الدايلوج ده. بس now if you ask me introduce yourself and introduce your family, so this is the way I'm going to talk about my family in a simple way. You can read it. I'm from a small family or I'm from a big family. You can start it with I'm from a small family or I'm from a big family, okay? What comes after? I've got. Try to learn this expression. I have got. I have got means I have. أنا عندي. So I'm going to say I have got two younger brothers and one elder sister. And I can say also their names are Hassan and Muhammad and her name is Mona. So feel free to say whatever you want. I'm going to give you a model like that. In this model that you're going to be able to do a typical paragraph but about yourself. Okay? So you can pause the video and you can speak loud. You can do the same, talking about yourself, exchange knowledge. شيل المعلومات اللي موجودة في الدايلوج ده في الباراجراف ده and write your own. اكتب المعلومات الخاصة بيك أنت. Speak loud. أنت أحس إن أنا بتكلم إنجليزي بشكل جيد لما تحس بارتياحية وأنت بتتكلم. لما تحس بارتياحية وأنت بتتكلم it's going to help you a lot. خلاص حاسس براحة. I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about my family بشكل هادي ومريح. Let me read this paragraph for you. I'm going to say, I'm from a small family. I've got two younger sisters. Their names are Huda and Alia. Huda is 16 years old and Alia is 20 years old. I've got one elder brother whose name is Ali. Notice that sometimes I can say their names are and sometimes I can say whose name is or whose names are. Okay, he is 28 years old. My father is an engineer and my mother doesn't work. Okay, what do we call the woman who doesn't work? We call her a housewife. A housewife. So my mother doesn't work, she's a housewife. Okay, and finally, Huda is the fruit of the family or the baby of the family. It's a nice expression that when you're going to say that in Huda is the fruit of the family, again, the fruit of the family or the baby of the family, it means آخر العنقود زي ما بيقولوا. هي فاكهة العيلة، هي آخر العنقود. Okay? This is if you ask me to introduce my family as a paragraph. How about if I want to ask some questions in a small conversation talking about my family? If I meet a person for the first time and I'd like to talk to him about family and I'd like to make a conversation, okay? What are the questions I expect him to ask me or I'm asking him? Okay? Let's have some examples. Okay, are you from a big family or a small family? Okay, I expect you إن شاء الله you pause the video and you speak loud وتحضر لي الإجابات على الأسئلة دي إجابات حقيقية وإن شاء الله ممكن تبعتها لي على اللينك بتاعت القناة أو ممكن من خلال صفحة الفيسبوك. أوكي، بأي طريقة المهم توصلني إنك أنت you can speak loud, you can speak in a proper way and you can use this vocabulary in your daily life expressions. Okay, how many brothers and sisters do you have? You ask me, I give you time to ask how many brothers and sisters do you have. You're going to say I've got. Remember, what are their names? What are their names? Okay, اسمهم ايه? Only my elder brother's name is and my younger sister's name is and so on. Okay, another question. Okay, what does your father do? How old is he? What does your mother do? You can say my mother is a nurse. You can say my mother doesn't work, she's a housewife, okay, and so on. Okay, and finally, who is the fruit of the family? Who is the fruit of the family? مين فاكهة العيلة؟ مين آخر العنقود? Okay, this is simply the way you're going to talk about your family, either in a paragraph or you introduce yourself. يا إما بتقدم عيلتك بتتكلم عنها بتبقى عارف الفوكاب بتاعتها الاكسبريشنز اللي انت بتستخدمها، يا اما بتتكلم عنها في صوره dialogue if you want to make a dialogue with someone you don't know. Okay, inshallah next video we are going to talk about the daily routine. We are going to talk about the daily routine. يعني ايه daily routine؟ يعني ايه الروتين اليومي بتاعك؟ هنتكلم عنه بشكل لذيذ وبسيط وسهل وهنستخدم فيه ال present simple tense عشان نتعلم الجرامر من خلال مواقف حياتيه حقيقيه، ما يبقاش الجرامر بنتعلمه عشان خاطر نخش امتحان وخلاص. اوكي؟ See you inshallah next video. If you like this video please subscribe and join us وان شاء الله في خلال 3 شهور هنتعلم حاجه كويسه جدا باذن الله زي ما وعدتكم. Thank you very much.